Welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Madisonville Marine. Buying a boat is a huge investment. Everybody knows that. It's time, it's money, it's a lot of thought that goes into it. So what does it say that Madisonville Marine has been doing this thing for 4 decades? I mean, people keep going back to Madisonville Marine. Bob Hodge, you went to Madisonville Marine, got your last boat.
Yes, I did.
When it comes time to get a new boat?
When I get my next boat.
Madisonville Marine.
Tell my wife I'm really not getting a next boat, but
But when that day comes, it'll be,
yes.
you just have it painted up like the last boat.
Yeah.
Trying to convince her.
No, honey, it's the same thing.
There is no better place to buy a boat than Madisonville Marine. Take it from us. All right. In the past 20 months, as pointed out by David Ubben on The Athletic, 8 different Tennessee football players have retired from the UT football team. Let's take a look. As you know, Darren Kirkland Jr. made the final decision this week. We kind of knew that was coming. Jeremy Pruitt had hinted at it before. I don't know that UT fans were counting on him playing, but he would have been a nice plus this season. Here's the list. And look, there are still questions about Trey Smith's future on the offensive line due to the blood clots that have shut him down twice already. That would he would make the 6th offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Lost if he can't return. Now, whenever I put something like this up on Twitter and say there's some bad luck involved in this UT skid too, people come back, no, they're running all these kids off. No, I don't think they're running all those guys. I don't think they're running some of those 4 stars off. I really don't. I think you do have some bad hoodoo going on at Tennessee over the last 10 years or so, 15 years. You've not only bad decisions, bad coaching, bad playing, you've had some bad luck on the injury front. Talk to me about the attrition, the toll this is taking on this roster for Jeremy Pruitt, especially along that offensive line, where you would have depth, if nothing else.
Well, not only would you have had depth, but I mean, Chance Hall looked like he was going to be, as a freshman, looked like he was a really good find. And then Jack Jones, and I told you this at the time, when I watched his highlights from high school, I thought that's one of the best high school offensive linemen I've seen, just as far as his aggression and that sort of thing. So it can't help but take a toll on what's probably your weakest spot on your football team.
Yeah, that 2015 class with Jack Jones and Chance Hall, remember they came in against Georgia, and the thought is, hey, this is a big part of the future. Drew Richmond was redshirting then, and you're losing that depth, so you're having to replace it with younger guys who you have to wait on to develop. Darren Kirkland Jr., he's a great example of somebody just never reached his potential because of injuries. That was a hole Tennessee's been trying to fill for the last 3 or 4 years.
Well, there's another one. This isn't bad luck. This is an injury. But when you're talking about if Trey Smith doesn't play this fall or doesn't play the whole season, all right, that's 6 we put on this list now. Drew Richmond transferring. There's another one.
Yeah.
That's 7 guys that you could have had.
Vinzel Boulware in that 15 class transferred to Miami as well.
Right.
Yeah. So that's a remarkable, when you're looking for reasons, how can the offensive line always be so bad?
Well,
It's that list. That's part of it. That's part of it.
Well, out of the 8 that you listed, 6 of them are just in this offseason. So, I mean, that's a shorter period of time, and a bunch of them in the offensive line until Kirkland and Brown retired just last week. It was all offensive linemen, and a couple of those are different situations. Brooks and Hall both had injury concerns in high school. Brooks, though, it's hard to blame him because Tennessee had made him a scholarship offer, and they followed through on that despite his injury.
Right. Yes, the knee injuries that seem to keep popping up there. Chance Hall and Jack Jones, boy, that'd have been a pretty good right side of your offensive line. I mean, that would have made it a lot better. Darren Kirkland, I mean, since his freshman season, really wasn't able to put it together. Right. So, it's a combination of things, but some is just bad luck.
Yeah, there's some bad luck involved. So, all right, what does Philip Fulmer expect from Jeremy Pruitt in year 2? And are his expectations going to be the same expectations as the fan base? Come on back on the Sports Source.